Welcome back to another edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, here live from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, as we're going to be covering the USF Bulls versus the Memphis Tigers. Definitely want to talk to you guys about this matchup because all eyes will be on Memphis today. And if we get an opportunity, we may talk a little Bucks, but we're focusing on the Bulls today, as this is a huge game. 6-1 South Florida coming off a great victory over FAU 48-13. And then Memphis going in the wrong direction because honestly, if the Tigers would have beaten UAB and taken care of business, most likely they would have been on College game day. But all eyes here in the Bay Area will be on Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium as the Bulls will take on the Tigers today. And Bull ramifications already settled as your USF Bulls are bowl eligible. But that's not what this is about. This season going into it is not about that. There are higher expectations. The Bulls are in the driver's seat at this point. Alex Golesh has this program going in the right direction. The last 2 years, 7-6. And it certainly seems like this could be special. But first things first, you got to take care of business versus the Memphis Tigers. So we will see what the Bulls and their offense and Byron Brown have in store today. As I'm getting a text from the media icon himself, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network, is a house is divided today. As, of course, TJ is a big-time Memphis Tigers fan. Alumni, of course, he has the right to be that. Still follows the Bulls, has been covered the Bulls for a long time, and his wife is a USF Bulls fan. So that's where it's at today. A house divided, so you gotta love that. But USF coming into this game 4.5 point favorites, led by Byron Brown, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And, you look at the numbers, right? Like the last 4 consecutive games, he's thrown for 3 touchdowns. So 4 games, 3 touchdowns. That's where your offense is at. And ever since the Bulls lost to Miami, they've averaged 57 points a game. So definitely led by this offense. This is where this team comes and goes. It's through Byron Brown. As we're going to be here on Sunday, kind of the same thing, right? With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Wherever Baker Mayfield goes, the Bucs go. Wherever Byron Brown goes, the Bulls go. And right now, we're going to go ahead and check and see what the latest on the Memphis Tigers injury report is, because their quarterback could be out for this game. So we'll check on that. The Nevada transfer there, Brendan Thomas, who looks like he could miss this game, or Brendan Lewis, excuse me, coming in, got hurt. So the Bulls and their defense may be facing a quarterback who has never started in college football before. So definitely want to hear from you Bulls fans out there as we set the table. We get you ready for Bulls versus the Memphis Tigers here. 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. Brendan Lewis. So 8 scores, 440 with 7 touchdowns on the ground. So he's a multi-faceted quarterback also, like Brown. So definitely a tough matchup today if he plays. So we'll check the scouting report on this if he is going to play, because if he doesn't, once again, you're going to have to deal with a rookie quarterback at this point, as I'm looking for information right now. And we'll see what the latest on the scouting report is at this point. But let's go out to the comments here. Let's go out to Wilbur. Good morning, Peter. It's game day. It absolutely is game day here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Gotta love that. An early start at noon. So definitely have some fans out here. I know Bulls fans were coming out here. And listen, this is for Bulls fans at the end of the day to come out here for a watch party. 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. It's Tampa Joe's, home of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Let's go out to the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. This should be a wild game. I will be flying with the Buccaneers to New Orleans during the second half. There it is right there. So he's going to be watching the second half, of course, getting you ready for Buccaneer action as the Bucs take on the New Orleans Saints, which everybody absolutely hates, including Baker Mayfield. So, looking at it, Memphis coming into this game 6-1 after losing to UAB 31-24. And listen, they're only a couple of false starts away and a delay a game from tying that game with, again, the quarterback, because Brendan Lewis goes out. He may play with A.J. Hill. A.J. Hill, a freshman quarterback, could possibly be getting his first start. Goes 13 for 25, 176, one touchdown, and one pick. So this may be where the Bulls have the advantage, if you will, when it comes to defensively. Although you look at the Bulls nationally ranked 123rd versus the pass. So you feel like Memphis is going to at least try to throw the ball versus this improved Bulls defense, if you will. So thank you very much for tuning in, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. And Christopher Cole says, go Bulls, go Bulls. Yes. And guys, if you want to give your thoughts before the game, because the game starts at noon, had a little bit of a late start here, but that's okay. 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Going back to it, the Bulls 6-1 have everything to gain, because if they do beat Memphis, then you have Navy. You got to play your schedule out, but you go to a bye week. You play UTSA at home, and then most likely the toughest game that's on the schedule is going to be Navy. But again, you've got to take care of business. Brown, again, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 4 straight games of 3 touchdowns or more. They're scoring 57 points a game, averaging 560 yards of offense, which is tremendous. So they're going to most likely try to run the ball today. The question is, will Chase Nimrod play in this game, because he was spotted with a boot? Still looking for some of that information at this point when it comes to the USF Bulls and their injury report. So I'll go ahead and try to get that. If somebody has that out there, please give me that information, as we are almost to game time at this point. So let's go ahead, take a look. They still have not found anything at this point, so that's all right. We'll just see who's going to play quarterback for Memphis, who's going to play wide receiver for the USF Bulls. Good morning, Peter. Hope you have a great day today. Thank you very much. Appreciate you as always. Broadway always tuning in. So as we talked about, the Bulls are definitely bowl eligible, have everything to lose at this point. Could be definitely depending on Alvin Isaac and also Sam Franklin, because I believe, listen, at the end of the day, like we talked about, Brown is going to run the ball. He's going to be the focal point in the offense, but I definitely believe that they're going to have to get contributions from these running backs, and they're also going to have to take care of the ball, right? That's winning football. And you look at the other side of the ball when it comes to the Bulls, 17 turnovers they've been able to cause. So if they get an opportunity, whether, whatever quarterback they play, whether it's Brendan Lewis or whether it's A.J. Hill, then they're gonna have an opportunity to cause some turnovers, and you definitely think this is the reason why the Bulls are so improved in the first place when it comes to defensive football. Of course, led by Mac Harris, Jalen Schuler, both of those talented linebackers, definitely leading the way for this defense going forward. Now, let's talk about the history of this series as Memphis leads 4-2. Last matchup was last year, where they moved the game to Orlando. And you recall that Brown was out of that game. Of course, Schuler was out of that game. It didn't seem like the Bulls showed up, because, of course, they were dealing with the hurricane at the time. So some revenge on their mind, if you will. This team, once again, will be focused. They've been able to handle those adverse situations when it comes to road games. They've shown it this year. Everybody thought that this team would, have their backs against the wall when they went on the road and played North Texas, but they absolutely blew their doors off in the second half. So if they do get off to a slow start, which you never want to when you're on the road, then you feel like this team will have the confidence in the second half to run away with it. Now, 2 years ago, and I definitely think this could be a sign of things to come, if you will, when it comes to the USF Bulls, 59-50, Memphis winning But Brown going off in that game, I believe, for 5 touchdowns, 5 total touchdowns. So it could definitely be an offensive show. Memphis's defense has definitely improved. They're tough on the run, but I still think the Bulls are going to run the ball at the end of the day. And if they do get shut down, then look for Brown and his improved passer rating and improved accuracy to go down the field and find guys. If Chase Nimrod doesn't play in this game because, again, he's in a boot, Jeremiah Koger, and, of course, who's definitely got involved in this offense the last couple of weeks. Big target, freshman target, and then, of course, Keyshawn Singleton. So definitely some weapons, definitely some things to look forward to when it comes down to it. And both teams have something to play for. So what do you think about your USF Bulls today? 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. If you're looking at, what the USF Bulls have to defend, you're also going to have to defend their running game, which they're very talented at. They've got 2 good running backs, and one of those guys that you definitely have to worry about is Sutton Smith, who actually had a kickoff return last week. So that's how explosive he is. And then again, you don't know who the quarterback is. So that's kind of what we're kind of looking at right now, and who you're going to have to defend, as the Bulls defense, once again, very good, pretty good against the run. So if they have to pass the ball, that's your major concern at this point. And it starts with the Bulls defense getting pressure. They're going to have to get pressure on no matter what quarterback is there. That's been the key to those 17 turnovers that the Bulls have basically been able to have. And yeah, Sutton Smith coming in, 480 yards, 6 touchdowns. And I can't pronounce the guy's name. I want to pronounce it correctly, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that, but I believe it is Greg DeRoziers, who had a big game last week versus UAB. So both of those running backs right now are a concern for this Bulls defense. And then furthermore, on the outside, no matter what quarterback plays, Cortez Branham, 5 catches for 83 yards versus UAB. By the way, you're going to get a Memphis Tigers team that is, coming off a loss, is going to be upset, is going to want to show the Bulls something. And again, they are in this playoff hunt. If they win today, they have everything in front of them, because the Bulls, looking at the schedule, they have beaten Florida. They have beaten Boise State. They've beaten some really good teams. So this would be a feather in their cap for the coach there of Memphis, who, by the way, was under Mike Norvell, who could be in the hot seat for the Florida State Seminoles at this point, and Ryan Silverfield. So he's got that program going in the right direction. There's a lot of things that they've gotten turned around. They're a lot like USF in that they're predicated on a young quarterback that has dual ability, that can run the ball, can pass the ball, of course. And then they also depend on their running game a lot. So they don't have as many weapons as USF does, that's for sure. But when it comes down to it, both of these coaches, young, in fact, Silverfield for Memphis, a couple years now, 10 wins. So it's a good matchup. It's a good test for this USF Bulls team as we are running down here to 3 minutes until game time. Let's go out. Where's the Greek? He's not here today. He'll be here tomorrow. We definitely got you covered. We'll come back at halftime as we wrap this up. Could the Bulls beat the Bucks? Let's not go there. College football is completely different from NFL football. And tomorrow we got to talk about the Falcons quarterback situation. What is the Falcons quarterback situation? We'll definitely talk with you when it comes to the National Football League tomorrow, but definitely focused on Bulls football today. We will definitely see what this team has. I'll give you my quick prediction. 45-31, high-scoring affair. Bulls win. Brown will definitely be the reason for it. Again, this Bulls team comes and goes when it comes to Brown, and if they can get those contributions from those other runners, and they can cause some turnovers, which, again, I'm kind of thinking, I can't see the injury report, but if there is a rookie quarterback, freshman quarterback starting, I definitely think that favors the USF Bulls. Thanks a lot for tuning in here to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Stand by. We'll be back here from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road. Get down here, Bulls fans. Get down here, sports fans, as we got the Evolution of Sports Talk Television all day long. Probably not all night long, but all day long, maybe some night. And then tomorrow, of course, we got you covered when it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. As we always say here, I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And, of course, for fans of the sports web and the Tampa Bay sports fan, it's your time. Now it's Bulls time. 3 things. Bring your passion. Bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Enjoy the game. And as always, go Bulls.